Alright, mi gente, how are we doing today? Steve Mingleco, Final Web Design, and in today's video I want to give a very popular topic a lot of our customers come across, and that's how to properly plan and organize for your new website design and development. So let's get into it. Final Web Design, this is Steve. Today, so again, we're going to be talking about how to properly plan and organize your website going forward. This is a problem we have with a lot of our customers, a lot of our clients. We understand that web design, web development is new to people, and that you kind of have to get your experience before you kind of know what to say or what to do to ensure that you're building your website properly and the way that you want for yourself and your business. So why don't we get into some of these? I'm going to quickly name off like 10 things that you need to do to plan and organize your website for any of these new type of builds. I'm going to pull up a new website that we just recently built so you can kind of see how the process goes. So just to name off real quickly, 1 is to define goals and objectives. 2 is to identify your target audience. 3 is to create some type of sitemap to visualize the website. 4 is to plan your content and your information. 5 is to choose your technology stack and what you're going to build your site with. 6 is wireframe and design your website. 7 is going to get into the development and the testing. 8 is going to be your SEO, your search engine optimization implementation. 9 is going to be analytics and tracking your website. And the final one would just be to launch and promote / market your business website. So let's get into the first one. Define your goals and objectives. So here we have a business. This is a architecture firm in the Miami area. You have to define your goals. What are they? They are an elegant design and construction firm. That is what type of business they are. Define what you are. Find the people that are looking for you. So you're not looking for, a basketball player or a actor. In this case, you're looking for, well, I guess if you're looking for a nice house, some of those jobs might fit that, but you're basically looking for some type of person in the construction industry, somebody looking to buy a house. So you need to have these goals laid out so that whatever type of business you have, you're targeting these people. In this case, hair to waist extensions, they're targeting people who are looking for hair, females. It's what this target audience is looking for. South Florida Gold, they're looking for more of that jeweler, that person who's looking for jewelry, weddings, things like that. So identify your target audience. Who are you looking for? Every business has a different target audience, and you have to ensure that you know who you're actually going after to with this whole website. Now, the next one would be to create a sitemap, and this is probably a bad example because this sitemap is absolutely huge. But as you can see here, build out some type of sitemap. Now, most of these are going to be like 5 pages. Our website is far bigger than anything most people have. But you're basically going to want to build out some type of sitemap that lays the pages. So here's our business services, goes down, graphic design, Illustrator, Photoshop. Have some type of hierarchical so that you can go back and look and see, oh, wait, here's my homepage. And then from there, the main menu navigations break about, contact, services. Oh, from there, the services breaking down to this service, this service, this service. So have some type of way to sitemap your website. The next thing, and this is probably the one we run into one of the biggest issues with clients and customers, is to plan your content. Know what you're going to say. So many people come and they're like, oh yeah, I need a website. And we're like, hey, awesome, we got you. But we don't know your business. We don't know your customer base. We don't know the people that you're targeting and the people that you're going after, because every market is different. And yes, as we work together, we will start to learn that. Yes, as we work together, we will start to know more information, especially if you move into a hosting package with us. But we need the content from you guys. We don't know. So if somebody wants to build a WordPress page, who's giving us that WordPress content? Yes, in our service we know that, but most of the time we don't know that. If you're a chef, we don't know about the food and what you're making and the ingredient. We need that information. So the big one there is to plan your content. Get all this information, get all these texts, get all this stuff professionalized that has a good point to get across to the users. The next one would be choose a suitable technology. So in 80% of the cases, we use WordPress. WordPress is an open source CMS. I know we talk about it a lot on this channel. It's very powerful, very popular, but there are a lot of other technology stacks, CMS platforms and technology stacks. A lot of people are moving into the whole JavaScript frameworks and to the Vues, the Reacts, the Angulars. I mean, a lot of these actual application type frameworks. So if you have to decide, am I a website or am I a web app? 80% of businesses can get by with a website. You don't need a web app unless you're doing some type of, unique type development that you can't get through with a website, or a lot of customization, or you're more of an enterprise type level, which most people are using React. So just know your technology. If you need help with that, we'll point you in the right direction. If you really, really don't have an answer, go with WordPress. You're going to save yourself a lot of headaches, unless you're doing e-commerce, in which case maybe Shopify. But those are things we can talk about if you're interested in learning about the different frameworks that are available out there. The next thing is develop and test. So all these links and all this information and everything that you're building has to be sure to work, that when you go over to the live website, it's a lot harder to push these websites, push a website that doesn't work up to the internet, because if people have bad experiences, they're going to bounce, they're going to leave, they're not coming back. So as you start to develop out your website and building out all these pages and links and information, go in and start to test. Hit every link, hit every button, test the checkouts. Even like these blogs and stuff, I mean, all this has to be set up properly or it's not going to work. So get into that whole development and test stage and test thoroughly, and you should have no problems. The next thing is, let's start to implement SEO. So SEO is all the meta tags, the title tags, the meta descriptions, all these things that are built into the back end of a page. So I will go in here, we'll open it with Elementor. Actually, I should just open it with the WordPress page, because Elementor is more to design the framework. So you can see here our SEO focus keyword is marketing. We've done our SEO title tags. We've done our meta descriptions. We have our URL structure. So a lot of this on-page SEO implemented before you launch the website, so that Google can index and have your website being found properly. Getting into the last few steps here, these are a little bit additional, but analytics and tracking, get some type of Google Analytics, Google Search Console, any of these softwares that are used to ensure that you're getting the data back from your website, and that things are moving in the right direction. So as you can see here, we have our on-page SEO. A lot of these are meta descriptions, meta tags, title tags. Build all these things into your actual core build of your website, and it will really help Google index and grow your business going forward. The next thing would be maintenance and updates. So make sure that you're updating and maintaining your website going forward. When you start to have a website that does not generate, is not functioning and get it outdated, things will start to break. They'll break on the mobile phone. They'll break on the computer. They will break on just every technology that's out there. So be sure to get into the maintenance and updates. The next thing would be launch and promote. Get the website online. You might still have to go back to some of these previous steps during the planning and organization process, but hopefully if you did things right, the launch will be as smooth as possible. Promote, get the marketing, social medias, Facebooks, Instagrams, Twitters, all those, content, blogs, Google ads, all these things that are going to be used to ultimately drive traffic and ultimately drive sales to the website. So get all those things together. If you need help with the planning and organization of your website, that's what we're here for. We'd love to help and assist get that going for you. We'll follow all these steps of defining your goals and objectives, identifying your target audience, creating a sitemap, planning your content, choosing a suitable technology and stack, the wireframe and design, the development and the testing, the implementing of the SEO, the analytics and the tracking, the maintenance and the updates, and then finally the launch and the promotion. And yeah, there's a lot of steps there, and that's why a lot of people miss a lot of this stuff and why I go back through it to review it, because this is new to a lot of people, it's new to a lot of businesses, and getting this stuff up and online does take time. So with that being said, if you have any questions, let us know. Like and subscribe, that stuff helps, and we'll catch you in the next one.